Thank you to everybody who's been rocking with us, the Senate podcast. All 730 something plus of you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We love you. Appreciate you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to a very special edition of the Senate podcast. My brother, I'm here with my brother from another mother, and your host, Derek.
Hail, everybody. Hail, hail, hail.
And together, we have been here for 5 glorious years of the Senate podcast.
5 years. Give me all the bells and whistles for 5 years. Thank you to everybody that's been with us for the duration of this journey. People that appeared on the show and stuff like that. We had a whole cross section of guests, especially when we used to do the live stream. You know, Dr. Kerry's a regular. We have Molly Fresh one time, People's Bumps one time. Romel Hall comes through every now and again. Karma, Justin Clark, he was there. Who else?
She got
some people. We can't remember all of them.
Yeah,
but thank you to everybody that came through. Romel Miller.
Romel Miller.
Can't forget Romel Miller.
Gosh, I'm Austin.
Austin.
I said what I said.
I say what I said. So truly classic moments. Shout out to all the people that are always in the chat, supporting and texting and stuff like that. And when we used to do the live stream, those people be in the chat physically live with us. And we appreciate that. Thank you so much. So what we decided to do, I told Neil we can't just have 5 years go on just like that. We got to do something special for 5 years. And Neil, we have not done a fan submission in a long time. So in celebration of 5 years, felt it, you know, it would only be right and fitting for us to do a fan submission for 5 years. We celebrate. Now, as you would know, Neil, and those of you who are acquainted, when we do a fan submission, like a quick fire, rapid fire kind of thing, we start with the screenshots, then we move to the video clips. So let me start with the screenshots, right?
All right.
Let's get a little while. Let's get a little up there. And this first one comes from 8 at the table. A woman ordered $3,700 worth of lobster and wine because he looked rich.
Okay.
They met on a dating app and agreed to a simple first date at a nice restaurant. Nothing fancy, just dinner and conversation. But the moment they sat down, she started ordering like she was feeding a wedding party. The most expensive lobster on the menu, 2 bottles of premium wine, appetizers, sides, desserts, everything top shelf. Tried to laugh it off at first, but the bill kept climbing. She wasn't flirting. She wasn't trying to get to know him. She was treating the menu like a luxury catalog. At one point, she told the waiter to pack half of it to go because she planned to bring the leftovers home. By the time the check came, the total was over $3,700. She pushed the bill toward him like it was automatic. He asked her why she ordered so much, and she said, "Well, you look like you can afford it." That was it. He stood up, thanked her for the evening, and walked out. She was shocked and furious until the reality hit. The restaurant wasn't letting her leave without paying. She ended up stuck with the full bill alone at the table, arguing with the staff and calling friends for help. The clip went viral on TikTok and YouTube because everyone had the same reaction. Dating entitlement is getting out of control. Your thoughts, my brother?
Well, I am glad. I haven't said this in a long time. I'm glad. Because the man look rich. So you decided, it's $3,700 in food there.
So that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money in food. That's a lot. It don't matter, right? I am glad because the man look rich used to eat out the man and you want things to go so you can eat for the rest of the week. No. You see, again, you came to the dating marketplace in bad faith because instead of you getting to know the man for the man, you want to get to know your wallet. Well, no, you get to know some dishes. Roll up their sleeves, man. Get the pine salt. Not the pine salt, the Dawn. Get the Dawn. Start to wash them dishes, man. I'm glad. Ladies, where you going out, right? If you are going to enter the dating marketplace and you want to date somebody, date that person for that person. Do not date somebody and then eat them out because they look rich or they look like they got it or whatever. Nah. Because men know how school keep it now. Right? Men would rather walk away. And if certainly he's a man that got it, he could get another one of you easy. So You got to compete and you got to play your cards right. So I am glad.
And this is what the man saying, like, give me coffee dates. Let me take a walk in the park or something like that. Right? Let me see where you both up front before I carry you like this. I be end up in a situation like this.
That's right.
We talk, I say all the time, for sure. I got levels to this thing, right? And mom may not be spending $3,700 in lobster and stuff like that. But you made a go and pay $275 in Chinese food.
Shout out Steve.
Shout out Steve. Right? That's a part of ours. I have to eat right here in Barbados. Right? Right here in Barbados. I got another guy came to me late last year and shared a story with me. He took out this lady and paid and everything. And when it was done, you know, it was leading up to Christmas. He invited her out a second time and she had to work. So my mom said, boy, so I mean, I should get a little gift for saying so because it's just, you know, making a little sport. My mom said, you wouldn't even offer to pay to cover my work shift. But you want to go. You want a gift from me.
Can't happen.
You know what I mean? So as you said, nearly men are aware of school keeping. So they're not engaging these kind of things anymore. They just, we did a short about this need. So many just walk away and don't tell nothing.
Many about it. Many no fuss up, you know.
Nothing. Right? And sometimes it's good to walk away. Why? Because we can stick with 8 at the table for this next one. Sometimes you gotta walk away. Because you know, you got more mad people out there aim. I've said several things, right? And this next one is a doozy. Woman sent 65,000 texts to a man after their first date and then broke into his house to take a bath. I'm making this up, man. In one of the wildest dating stories ever reported, a woman from Arizona went on one date with a man she met on a millionaire dating app called Luxy. And what followed shocked the entire country. After that single date, the man politely declined to continue seeing her. Instead of moving on, Ades began sending him text after text, eventually totaling between 65,000 and 159,000 messages over the next 10 months. That's hundreds of messages a day, many of them becoming threatening and disturbingly graphic. Your thoughts, my brother?
You need to call the police, my brother.
I'm saying,
that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, those are red flags too, you know, gentlemen. I think that a woman that is, she broke in and do a baby masha one thing.
For a bath, man.
Right after first date, no, brother. You need. Now you got to ladies, there's something for playing it slow. You know, just calm your, cool your jets. I know you really like the man and everything like that. Gentlemen, you gotta be deep on your yard because
Babylon system is a fraud.
100 and how much
I've said this, Neil, right? I've said it before. A lot of women come to these situations and they are broken before they get to you. Men need to, because again, we talk about men all the time, men in this, men in that. Society is telling you, oh, men is the real villains in the story. All these things wrong with men in crisis, right?
Men thirsty.
Men thirsty, men dusty, men crusty, men in crisis. It's always the men at fault. But stuff like this, I mean, shoot, this, again, they got levels to this. It might not be 65,000 texts. It might be 65 texts. It might be 10 or 11 calls in the space of like 20 minutes. It's not an emergency. Shoot, this is a one date. One date. If he gets involved with her, what happening? They didn't follow. You know what I mean? So a man sees things like this here. This ain't cute. Right? Because some people say, oh, it's so cute and persistent. Because if you put the shoe on the other foot, he's a stalker. Yeah, he's a stalker.
Oh yeah. Easy lock up. Easy lock up.
Right? So they say man can't take the down or whatever, but you know.
Man can't take no. Can't take, you know, can't abide by the no.
Clearly it's not just us, you know. Anyhow, we keep the news rolling, right? We just report the news. We don't make it, we just report it. Right? My mixtapes on Instagram. Soccer star Nicholas Pepe, who retired Teanna Trump.
This Johnny
is reportedly preparing to marry her after 1.5 years of dating. So I had to go into the comments. Somebody says her pinned tweet on Twitter is her gobbling down another man. Somebody else says, bro went to the used car lot and said, which one looks good with the most smiles? We have another comment. Can someone please explain to me why all these millionaire professional athletes like sharing all the same women? No. That's something I've wondered too. And maybe we've had discussions in other forums, especially in our chats and stuff like that. Men's, well, oh, these men get caught up for the same type of woman and all that. Here. You know, but I think it's a case where these men are dealing with women who are professionals in their field, right? So, for example, people wonder why the Kardashians are so easy to be in rotation with men on a certain level. But the Kardashians understand how to operate in certain environments. So they understand the party scene, they understand the social scene on that level, on that millionaire level. So it's easy to put them in rotation. You know what I mean? Because they make them go and they're not going to be overawed by the situation. So, for example, a partner of mine, he said he had a girl, you know, a mutual friend of ours, know I think about it. He took a girl to a restaurant here in Barbados, and she could not process that there was no macaroni pie on the menu, right? My guys were in a hotel restaurant. She could not fathom, as people said, that there was no macaroni pie on the menu. So he had to leave there. And he understood at that point what kind of girl she was, what kind of level she was on. My guys, she buy 2 Guinness, park out somewhere, and then
be with the kiss,
right? Because that is what she was more accustomed to, what she was more looking for. And again, a lesson to me. What an old lady tell me one time, Marshall, water is find its level. And that is gospel truth. Water is find its level, right? And if people are accustomed operating on a certain level, that level you gotta meet them at. You can't is burst all sacks. So you can't expect to come put these new, fresh, exciting experience for these ladies that are not accustomed to it, right? If they're accustomed, these are kind of situations again. And wait, so that's why you end up with these men going these women in rotation.
You think? let me do a thought experiment. Do you think it's also because these women? So it could be a case where the men, all right, so these is prawn stars or whatever. This is a woman that knows how to treat fame and do certain things in the bedroom, and then they get caught up, right? Because let me be honest now. Some of these women ain't stupid. They know that they got football money is a lot of money. Like Armand Zion Williamson, he got a big contract. So a lot of these women would see the dollar signs and say, "Man, look, yeah, if I know that I could do any bedroom, right? I could get it got 8,000, right? But let me make a sandwich too. I'm already had. I feel good, and that kind of flips the script for the men, and the men say, "Oh well, I didn't know that this used to come with this sort of treatment, right?" And then there's the promise, because then now the man will say, "You done with that action now, I take care of you." So instead, the woman gotta do certain things to earn a living. All she gotta do is do that for one man and cook the man a meal here and there.
And again, that's understanding the rule, right? Understanding how to operate in the same environment. So while some women want about saying, "Oh, I'm cooking for the man, I'm doing this," as you said, this one get got 8,000. But then say, you know what? Come rest your head in my lap here. So we ain't gonna be like, you ain't gonna be exerting yourself physically all the time. Just lay down here. So let me rub your back here. So let me take 2 pimples over your face or something like that. And show that softer side. Even if it's a case he paying for it directly or indirectly, getting something in the bargain.
But not only that too, because he paying, but no, he playing for exclusivity. Think about it, because him paying before is for fun, is for because you paying for it, but the woman might be like, I could still, this is not enough. I
Because
still gotta do my lifestyle or whatever.
yeah,
But no, if the woman is playing that wife role, having been a professional at her job, and she gave you that action in the bedroom, plus cooking you a meal and everything, you know, some men cool with that. Some men, you know, some men might not care. Some men might say, you know what, that was her life. That's what it is. Everybody know what it is. But you know what, this is my personal girl. No.
yeah, and she understand the role she gotta play. She understand what's required. She understand the job description, right? She
Yeah.
understand the job description.
Mm.
Got 8,000, you know, backflip through a straw and swing for the chandelier and all that things. And Robbie head too. Then
Can't
she's
beat that with a stick.
can't beat that with a stick, as you see, Neil.
However, I don't know if I could do it because everybody would have already, because you walk about you girl know, or you moving in certain circles, you man like, boy,
Yeah.
I sort out myself to you already, you know. I know about you, you know. I remember the tape you did with Wesley Pipes, and that was a great, you know what I mean? So I don't know. For me, I don't know if I would want a woman that has been publicly around the block so many times. Not only, I think for me too, because then how do you trust that woman? I mean, maybe it's my insecurity. Maybe I'm not a real man. Point remains.
You got that kind of money yet, Neil.
True. And yeah, it's too big for me.
Yeah, because it's a different level to the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you paying, as you say, for exclusivity. So if you're able to pay on that kind of level, you know, just worry about certain things. And also consider too, Neil, that to be at a professional anything, right? Especially as a professional sportsman, is a journey that you've been on for, especially if you're in your early 20s, you've been on that journey more than half your life, right? So socially, a lot of times, those men are behind, right? And
True.
a girl like Teanna Trump, no, he was probably a fan.
He met his hero.
Yeah, Russell Wilson and Ciara. So when you finally get the opportunity to meet this woman, as they said, she tattooed pimples with her face, she rubbed your thing, you know, you tell yourself, like going, me, yeah, let me invest. There's more time and effort and money and thing here. Let's take a. So that might be why a lot of those ladies seem to be in rotation, because they understand how to operate. They understand what's required to operate with men at that level, right? But, you know, all prawn stars don't have it so swimmingly. Former adult star Lana Rhoades is begging every site to delete her 400 plus scenes, revealing in a tearful 20-minute speech that was 19 broke and groomed. And well, every video gone, so my son never sees his mom like that. Yeah. Ex-adult film star Lana Rhoades wants all her videos deleted after speaking out about scenes that made her leave the industry. Former star Lana Rhoades now has a very different career after stepping away from the adult industry, having worked for 8 months in total across 2016 and 17. Part of 2 stints, she would go on to become one of the most recognizable and successful stars of all time. So this woman is a big one.
Yeah, she's a big one.
Yeah, Lana Rhoades was once the biggest name in the adult film industry, but almost a decade on, the former actress has spoken about how she regrets her decisions. The American star has been speaking out against the adult industry for years since leaving, having claimed that she was taken advantage of while she was pursuing that career. Real name, Amara Maple, the former adult star, has been open about her short but fruitful stint in the industry. You know what? I say all the article, Neil, but I'm not going to read all of it. Let's get into it, Neil.
Yeah, I mean, so this is my thing, right? I think, now I don't know her backstory. She could as well. She may have been groomed. She may have been manipulated or exploited. But I feel as though this could be a case of, yeah, I had fun. I did my thing, made my money, but no, yeah, made my money. But no, I want to have quote unquote a normal life, especially now she's a mom, right? She a young man too is son like a little boy, and little boys is always find a way to the corn, right?
Indeed.
So I think that, and it's interesting, right? Because this reminds me of a lot of situations where women would have consensual sex, but the day after or 2 days after be like, and then like how I give it up. So let me cry foul, let me cry grape, right? Or women that would have made decisions in their life, slept with hundreds of men. Now they want to settle down and body count don't matter, right? In my mind, these things matter, right? You have made decisions. You are an adult. Back at that time, I don't know what would have happened to get you into the industry, but certainly you've had how much? 400 or how much ever videos? They may film all of that in a day or a year.
Exactly.
You understand? And even then, at some point, I am sure you would have had autonomy to leave, right? If it were such a case where you were groomed and you were speaking out on the industry, you would have spoken about how you were taken advantage of. Again, I don't know. I don't know much about Lana Rhoades outside of certain material that I would have watched for academic purposes.
Yes,
But
strictly for science.
yeah, market research. But I think that to me, it is a little fishy when you have benefited from this life, this lifestyle that you would have chosen, right? You essentially, several people Mount Rushmore of that industry. And now because you kind of say, I was having too much fun. I go, I'm a mother now. I don't want to be in that life no more. And I want it. You asking people to scrub the video. That's like asking Michael Jordan, asking NBC to please, the NBA, take out my games. Don't play my games no more. I already feel comfortable about my career. No,
don't show me stuff. That was LeBron things though. Just point out there. Things.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my take on it. I think, Lana, you walk that road. You chose the path.
Yeah.
So
you walk the road, you benefited from it. I know people can say, oh, she was taking advantage of and all that there. You went back though, you do so nowhere between scene 1 and scene 400 and it occurred to you, maybe this is the work I want to do. And to shoot 400 scenes, and she said the decision was in there for how many? For a couple of months? 8 months. 400 plus scenes.
8 long months.
That is 50 a month. That is more than one a day. So she doing back to back some days movies.
That's serious work ethic there. And when work ethic should be applauded and lauded, there's something to be said for decision making. Make that own up to the decisions that you've made. Yeah. So when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Somewhere along the line. And that's why I want people to recognize, right? Especially in this, sexual liberation phase that we're going through and stuff like that. I want the ladies to recognize, especially men, our consequences be a little different. Right? Child support, etc., that kind of things. For women, you don't get to go back and undo. None of us really gets to go back to undo the things that we would have done before. Right? You gotta live with the decisions that you've made. And that is vital. I think we need to. You can't just be going on footloose, fancy free and say, hey, tiptoe through the tulips. Then they feel like, hey, now. And then fast forward 20 years, you want to say, die none. They don't worry like that, right? They really don't worry like that. When you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Shout out to Mark Moore, right? And speaking of a lady, somebody, playing stupid games, this lady says, I gave this guy my number. He texted me. I responded after 2 days. He told me I should not worry that he's no longer interested in me.
You want to play it coy?
I just said, you may see it for one. No, you play stupid games, you will always win stupid prizes. So here's this next one. So my baby daddy been helping me with $1,000 a month for our kids without court involvement. Right? I got greedy, thinking child support would make him pay more. Went to court and they only ordered $249 a month.
Idiot.
I take him off if he went back to the 1K. And now he want to play stubborn and stick to the court order.
That's court mandated.
That's court mandated, man. He can't disobey the court. Who was he to disobey the court? Like, wow. So now my kids got to struggle because they try to do things the right way.
No, you didn't try to do things the right way.
The kids until they get the upper hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a text exchange. We haven't had a text exchange in a long time, you. So Mike, she says, I can't believe the court only ordered $249 a month. He said, I gives it the shrug emoji and like, that's what they said. I'm just following the law now. Whoa. So after helping with $1K for over a year, now you suddenly want to hide behind a court order? You know I only took you to court because I needed more. My guy says, I'm not hiding. You ran to court thinking they would make me pay more. I was helping you every time I got paid. You didn't think it was enough. She says, I told you to take you off if you go back to giving me the 1K. Why you being petty? My guy says, you gambled, you lost. Don't worry, I'm going to pay my little $249. Shit, I'm going to even give you $250. So my girl tries to guilt my man out. So you okay with your kids getting less to just to prove a point? The man said you wasn't complaining when you thought you was about to get more. You're just mad because it backfired on you.
Mm-hmm.
She says you obviously don't care about the kids, just being selfish as always.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts, my brother?
Well, I am glad. I'm so glad. The only unfortunate thing in all of this is that there are kids involved, and the kids may or may not suffer as a result of this.
You know, Bernie Mac about the kids.
Fuck them kids.
Exactly. But I am glad because this is yet another example of women using the court system in the patriarchy to try to get one over a man, right? No, she may have been wanting more money. The thing about it is, right, if she had gone to that man and said, and within good faith said, I would like more money for the kids, right? You only got the court system involved. The man paying $1,000 a month. The man been doing that for a year. You went to the man and say, the 1,000 ain't gonna cut it. The children need a little bit more. I am sure if the man could swing it, the man would swing it. But because you wanted more, which I firmly believe for you, you wanted a little excess. You said, all right, the children can live off 1,000. I see that here for a year. So they get a little 1,500 or a little 1,750, right? That little 750 or 500, that would go to me. That would go to my pocket and do my nails and my hair and pay my car note, right? So you wanted to benefit from there as well. But you see, you thought that the court was going to award you in your favor. The court said, well, you, however it slice up, you working for something, he working for something, everybody doing good, but he only need to pay $250. And that's your fault. You gamble and lost, as the man said. You understand? You thought the man had 5 high, right? Or a pair of twos. The man a pair of aces, man a full house, royal flush in your backside. So
congratulations, you played yourself.
You gotta eat that. I'm glad. Start using court system to get at me. And the pockets.
Exactly. There was no reason at all to involve the court. You get $1,000, make it work. Make it work.
And what you say all the time, Derek, sometimes we don't know where we win, you know. We don't know where we get over, you know. Like glad.
Really don't know. And shoot, we come to the video segment. Let me get into some videos, my brother. So let's hit that first. So since we're dealing with these ladies over here trying to get stuff for the kids, let's hear what this young lady has to say in this video. I hope she was trolling. I really do. But something tells me she wasn't. Let's hear what she has to say.
Yes, I am the mother who is not allowing her daughter to go to Disneyland unless her father's side of the family takes the rest of the kids. I have 6 kids total, 4 different fathers, okay? My daughter was invited to Disneyland by her father's side of the family. Now, her father was once the rest of the kids' stepfather, okay? These kids called him dad at one point in their life. He invited my daughter to go to Disneyland. I told him, you are taking the other 5 kids or she is not going. There's no possible way I am going to allow one of my children to go to Disneyland. Could you imagine being 10 years old, seeing your sister pack to go to Disneyland? and the rest of the kids can't go? Just because I made poor choices, I am not going to punish my children for those poor choices. You can hate on me. It don't matter to me. My daughter is not going to Disneyland unless her father takes the rest of the kids. Period.
We live in a time, right, where I really hope and pray that this, like you don't know what's real and what's fake. I really hope that this fake. Because at the end of it, right, my dear, you yourself just admitted you made poor choices. Nobody here come in the comment section and comment, but you yourself said you made poor choices. You got 5. For how many other people you got? You got 1. And you want to know how you feel, how the 10-year-old would feel. You need to go and talk to your children as an adult. Make a good decision. You got to talk to each other. Get up on one knee and say, well, that is his daddy and that is her daddy, and daddy is going to take them on to wherever, and they're going on a trip. Unfortunately, you can't go because that's not your daddy. Maybe you should call their daddy and see if they can take them to Disneyland too. I don't know. But you expect the man to do a field trip with your whole your whole brood, right? You understand? You expect the man that going with his family to take all of your children, because as I understand, Disneyland is not cheap. You ain't man go pay for everybody to have a good time. Right? And here's the thing that upsets me here though. Oh, we joking and laughing and thing, but we've always talked about this, Derek. You made poor decisions, and this man now has to deal with your poor decisions. He got to take your children. Where the other children, fathers? Why you don't ask them to come to Disneyland? Because watch it now. I bet you if the other father, another father say, nah, this ain't it. Cause watch it. When the other father's picking up each child or children and say, well, come and spend a weekend here. He don't take all, Furthermore, when I'm picking up, he one child, right? And then going to spend a weekend or whatever, he don't carry all 6. So why all of a sudden it matter? For all, brother, you should have said, listen, I just let you know, me and my daughter, we going to Florida. We just spend a little time and we have some fun. All right, no problem, enjoy yourself. When you see pictures of Disneyland, that's just life in the tropics. I don't know what to tell you, but you yourself admitted you made a bad decision. So I'm sorry, but that is the consequences of your poor decisions.
I want somebody to bail you out now. Gentlemen, nobody has children. You are not responsible for anybody's children that are not yours. Right? Unless you're a teacher and you're at work. And then it becomes in loco parentis, to call it. Right? But unless you are at work as a teacher, you know what children you're responsible for. Take care of your own. Right? And this is why people are saying you got to see men that got children and left no one side. Now, please note, as I said on another short, every woman got this kind of ignorant mentality, right? Every woman is so. But situations like these make it bad for everybody else. And this is why we say you got to be careful how you're moving with other people's children. Let's hear what Jason Love has to say. No,
not Jason Love. Not Jason Love.
Jason Love. We're in this is an interesting show tonight. This will be the third, adult star we're mentioning tonight. Only Teanna Trump and Lana Rhoades, right? And this is number 3. So let's hear what brace yourself, guys. Listen to this one.
I had a daughter. But yeah, I found out about a year ago that she wasn't mine. So it's kind of
a year ago.
Yeah.
How old was
16. Right?
You had
I was doing
you
a
had
trust
a daughter
fund.
for 16 years.
Yeah, I was doing a trust fund, and then my accountant and my lawyer was like, yo, this is kind of big. You should take a DNA test so we can put it in a folder. I'm like, all right, so I tell her it's a COVID test. Swab. Home test. Not mine. I'm like, weird. It's probably just a cheap test. Get a better one. Do it again. Not mine. Ain't no way. I could have swore my mom was a virgin. Obviously, I didn't know how big my dick was back then, so everybody felt like a virgin in the beginning. So I'm like, ain't no way. So I research and I find the best genetic doctor. Fly him to my home, take the test.
But at this point, she knows that it's a DNA test?
No. I'm like, baby, my assistant have COVID. Another one got COVID. I just want to check everybody.
What was the conversation like with the mother?
So she was with me in Miami for like 2 weeks or whatever. And it was time for me to bring her home. I kind of kept it quiet. And she goes in. I'm like, hey, tell your mom to come outside. Her mom will come out. And she's like, oh, hey, I need some money for this. I said, okay, that's fine. Here, I handle the paper. She opened. Ain't no way. Whatever. I'm gonna take my own test. I'm like, well, you can have some hair right now, boo. This is the best way you can get.
Well, if even Jason love getting it.
That is wild. That is
Like,
wild.
I was able to let people know how massive his penis is.
Yeah.
Just when I had the conversation.
But this is self-promotion there, so still watch and subscribe. But that's wild. I think, it's funny, right? I feel as though recently, I've been doing the editing and stuff for these shorts, and I realize more and more we seeing this thing pop up of paternity fraud. So much so I could do a saga. I could do a paternity fraud saga just to show how important it is to have mandatory DNA testing, even for the prawn stars. Everybody needs to be protected from this. Because you can imagine, the man say, because the man is a man that he's what he does. He has made a certain amount of money. Man set up a trust fund for his child, right? For his daughter. Man take care of the daughter. Man say, look, I know you're here slanging.
Shout out
With the snapper. And, shout out the dog. And, the man trying to do right by the child. Come to find out the child is not his, right? Ladies, at some point, we have to recognize that this is a problem. This is an issue. This is a problem. You understand? At some point, this man is a prawn star, right? This man is what people will consider a man about town. But he man still taking care of his daughter, though. Man still trying to do right. Man raise a child. Man trying to put square the size saying for see in the likelihood that saying how to eat, right? That should be good. You can't even do that now. So no, the child's missed out on a potential pass on legacy because the mother had to be out there wailing, right? So I hope, I mean, I got some more other shorts that I'll release in due time about paternity fraud. But I hope at some point it started to click over that, we need to do something about the ease with which men can be scammed out of their legacy. I think that's important because that's what it is. You scamming a man out of his legacy. And a legacy is a very important thing for a man.
But here's the thing, Neil, right? Because Steve, my man Stephen Wu, right? Stephen Wu, whenever this kind of topic comes up, he made a very valid point. He said, a woman would see it as she getting one over on this guy, right? She tricking this guy, whatever. But what she does not factor in is that ain't just the guy. It's the child, it's her family, unless the mother and family ain't on the payroll. It's his family as well.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like this, when this kind of stuff hit, it's like, you destroying the lives or potentially destroying the lives of several other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a case of you just saying, all right, let me trade this man, get some child support. Nah, you imagine a child, the man, his family, you family, the child friends.
Mm-hmm.
Life is turned on its head because you can be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I found that was significant. I needed to, because we don't ever really think about it that far ahead.
Mm-mm.
So just be straight up, move a certain way. Oh, we'll be all right, but
Yeah.
people can't do that. So let me watch the next video.
What secret are you holding?
I caught my female coworker who is happily married, living double palm with another coworker.
Like, oh my God. That shit caught me off guard.
Madam braced me the same night for a hush and fair that I tell her husband because we all lime together.
What?
They're evil out here because yes, I was hushed.
Understand you too stink.
So this will be out to all.
I guess he get hush. Hush one, man. You get hush one.
Well. Yeah, I mean, in the 5 years that we've been doing this content right there, I must say, and recently I was feeling a lot of the feels, as they would say, start reminiscing and watching over some of the content because I usually edit it and I put it out and I don't really look back at it. And you know, I've been watching and stuff, and there are a lot of things that would have shocked me when I first would have watched, right? But I guess I saw you like I could be shocked, but I'm not surprised. You understand what I mean? So in this instant, at this point, yeah, men and women are not too far from one another. They got bad men, they got bad women, villains.
Everybody wailing, and I think that was part of the mission when we started this channel some 5 years ago. Make it yourself for 5 years, the Senate podcast,
That's right.
design gifts. Yeah, we wanted to show. Because people say, "Oh, we need to be balanced." Yes, we are. We are. We are the balance because the stuff that the same men do is out there already. We just bring the other side so that they can't say, "Oh, look at what men do this and men do that," and nobody acknowledging that men and women do some reprehensible stuff.
And you know, over the years, it has always tickled me how women that watch our content, as Derek would say before, the 3-4 women that would watch our content would be so shocked at some of the things we put over, because it's like, where we just find these women, or shoot, we get used when we used to do live streams, is where we just find these women that we dated, and we need to change our dating pool, and it's almost like they're so insulated in their friends group or their way of living or whatever. They really don't know how villainous some women are. Like, there are some women that are, dare I say, do some evilest things worse than men.
But here's the thing, right, Neil? I would posit that these women know women who do some of the things that we highlight on this channel. They know these women. They may not know that these women doing these things, right? Because women can hold the secrets. And if she's doing something heinous, they ain't gonna let nobody know, right? But these women know, these people know, we all know people who do scandalous stuff. So let's not pretend that we don't. So, Neil, it would be remiss of me to come here to celebrate 5 years and we not touch on a dating show. And you know they got one dating show that's, you see some wildness for it.
Yeah.
Let us get into the treasure trove that is Kendra G. Right?
Wellness.
So I am of the belief, right? I've said it before. When you on a dating site, dating sites are not for people that, getting dates regularly. It's for people that struggling.
Struggling.
But you're on another level of struggling when you on Kendra G, right? I've brought 3 cases tonight. Right? 3. Let's have a watch of this first one. Let's start with the more serious one, which is a bit more stunning. Let's start with that. Maybe come through the next 2.
Cleveland, how old are you, Norma?
Ooh. 62.
Okay, 62. Norma, 62. You from Cleveland? What
Yes.
you do for a living?
I'm disabled.
Okay. Are you able to walk? Not able to walk. Okay, honey. What happened? Do you want to tell us? Oh no, wait, hold on. Norma. Do you want to continue? Calm down. You want to continue? Okay. Let's take a breath.
It's like, what made you ask that so fast? That's all.
What did I ask you so fast?
Was I able to walk?
Well, when you told me you were disabled, I was trying to figure out what would be the condition.
I had a stroke. I'm okay. Just.
Now we see the situation, right? Now, we are not too, well, I guess it may be a little harsher than Neil in certain things. But we got Norma 62. She recently has a stroke. She is bedridden, it seems, for the most part. Norma is on a dating show. Now, every piece of cloth got owner. I am not here to judge Norma for wanting somebody to be a companion or whatever. That's not what this is about, right? Let me be very clear. I can be the body the belly cat tonight because we are going to hear what Norma is requesting. Remember again, Norma is 62 and bedridden. She's disabled. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it here. Let's continue.
I don't mind talking about it.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it, honey.
So I
You
don't
have to have-
mind. Because you never know who you can help.
So are you on bed rest, honey?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you know this is a dating show. Are you looking for someone?
Yep.
Okay. So Norma, 62, Cleveland, disabled. You have any children?
I have 4.
Okay. How many men?
Pardon me?
Are they all by the same guy?
Oh, wow. No.
Okay. How many men?
4.
4 men.
You pause again here.
He
Let
has
me
been married?
pause.
Mm-hmm.
So Norma, 62,
Mm-hmm.
4 children by 4 men,
Mm-hmm.
disabled, bedridden, is on a dating show.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let me say this, Neil, to everybody watching, because I know the man gonna process it exactly how he processing it. The women may not, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not an attack on Norma, right? But this is a teachable lesson to show you what exists out there in these dating scripts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let us continue, Neil.
What kind of man you looking for now, Norma?
One that believe in God.
Should he look a certain way?
Oh. I like him tall, like 6'2". No one short. I'm 5'5". I'm 5'7". So I like someone tall. I've never dated outside my race, but I'm willing to try.
Norma,
Yeah.
why he got to be tall, girl?
Girl, I don't know short man. I wear heels.
Okay, help me if I'm wrong. So you are able to walk?
No, but I'm going to walk. I'm not giving up on me, baby.
I'm not saying you give up on you, but
No.
Norma,
Right now. Just
can I
like right now.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
Norma, I want to talk to you with love. Can I talk to you with love?
Sure, be honest.
Okay.
That's what it's all about, being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Norma, 62, disabled, bedridden, 4 children by 4 men. Well, like them as adult children, so that don't really matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wants a man 6'2". Wants a God-fearing man. More likely you gotta be good looking. And more likely she gonna want a piece of money too, right? I didn't even bother to go and see the entire interview because what you got to do with this, Neil? You I see you laughing, right? We're very same thought, right?
Right.
Because unless dude coming in at toddler height, right? Height don't make a difference here, Norma.
Shoot, as a matter of fact, I'm on 6'2" can hurt you back pushing you around. I'm sorry to say, but I can be that guy. Right? For me.
I want me the guy to say, shoot, you laying down. Most people can be taller than you.
Listen, I think this is what I think, right? I think people in general, right? I know this is a show that we highlight men. Sometimes we get women or whatever. We try to impart some education, but we collectively, women especially, needs to understand their level, where they are, right? Your station at that time in life, what you are able to attract, right? You are 62 disabled. The children don't matter, although it may matter for certain decision-making purposes. But to be honest, at 62 and the type of people that you be getting on in and whatever, it may or may not play a factor. The point remains is that when you approach the marketplace, you have to understand where you are. You got to understand, you got to humble out, right? You got to humble out and say, all right, it may not be
Or at least
disability.
assess yourself honestly.
Yes. It may not be disability, right? You might be a little fat. You might be not the cutest. You may not got your finances in a particular order. You may not be able to know how to use a knife and fork. You might not be able to know how to cook. You know what I mean? You might not speak the King's English very well. The point remains is that you have to understand where you are before you go to the market demanding. Because when we may go to the dating market, right, and we don't have certain things in position or in place, we are outright rejected to our face, right? It is like you got to be making sport. A 5'6" man talking about he want a woman that is 5'9", right? Flat foot. And a man that is a pot belly want a woman that is in the gym. And a man that is broke wanting a woman to be able to aspire to be a doctor or whatever. Like, you got to know where you are. Because when you, there is always say, we got to operate from truth. When you operate from a space of truth, if you're honest with yourself, you say, well, all right, I am disabled. I'm 62. I am fat. I am short. I am broke. I am not necessarily the most intelligent. I am not the prettiest or the most handsome. You go from that space and you say, what can I improve? Or if it's something you cannot improve, what are you willing to settle for? Oh, Lord, the settle word, boy. Lord,
Boy.
you know, they got a lot of words here that's be bad words, but it's chatter, boy. Settling, submission, accountability. Oh, Lord. We do the greatest hits, though, so let me get them all out.
Yeah.
Right? But in all honesty, we got to recognize where we are, right? Now, I like the fact that she thinks that she'll be able to walk again and she's bettering herself. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I have interacted with a family member that had a stroke and she was bedridden as well. And it was a massive effort for her to get back to walk with a walker a certain sort of way. And you know how we Caribbean people are, we are very independent. And then when something like that hits us, it is very emotionally taxing, right? So I really am rooting for her to walk again, to be more independent and able to move around. But let us be honest, you cannot be at the lowest point in your life having to do a lot of things to rehabilitate.
And still looking down on people because you wear this day in which is I don't want a short man.
And I suppose I want to wear heels. We ain't there yet, Norma. We ain't there.
We ain't know at 62, you don't know if you can get back there. Just as you say, humble out.
And what's the most important for you thing right now? What right now? What is the most important thing you need right now? You need somebody that loves you or that will accept you for where you are and willing to help.
Or somebody at all.
Aesthetics.
Too often we just get mixed up with this thing. That's a fantastic point. You look, I say it better myself. What is the important part? What's the real thing? What is required right now? You bedridden, Norma. You don't want somebody tall. You want somebody to love and care for you.
That willing to wipe your ass because you can't get up and move about. That willing to
literally
wipe your ass.
Since you brought that up, Neil. Since you brought that up, let's go to this next clip. The last video I sent you. I see it. I know you see it.
I don't like that.
Kendra. But let me go to tonight's conversation. Since you've given me such a nice segue, this one went viral. And we were supposed to get it out last week. We couldn't make that time, but we can get out. Probably even better, for the 5th anniversary of the Senate podcast, right? Like, share, subscribe.
What do you do if your partner is amazing? Like, he's amazing emotionally, physically. Earlier this year, I had to have 2 brain surgeries. He stayed with me in the hospitals. He even washed my butt some of the times.
Damn.
But he wasn't working for a couple of months, and I'm 24 now. So I basically feel like I'm just real grown, and I just want to know, like, how long...
Tell me more about this 24 or grown. That's not me talking, that's the crowd. So what's your question?
Basically, like, we haven't been out on any dates or anything recently, and I just want to know, like, how long do I wait before I feel appreciated?
This saying. And you don't feel appreciated. Can't win.
This is at the point that we have to acknowledge people's capacities. Because while you were in your season of being taken care of, he was the one doing the nursing back to health, right? And he could probably still be trying to regain his capacity for himself after spending his year taking care of you. And as you've gotten able to be better and, oh, I feel better now, I want to go on dates, he's trying to process what he just went through. So instead of you saying, how do I get to the space of me feeling appreciated, what have you done to show appreciation to your man for just nursing you back to health?
You said that you're 24 and you're grown, right? I think this is exactly where you showing your age at. I want to offer that you learn the signs of a good man. Because if you don't, you will become an of-age mature woman that looks back at him and his wife and his family, and you say, I really done.
Before I got into podcasting, I was a registered nurse. And I'm going to tell you, the idea of love that we have in our youth is not real love. That love where that person is incapacitated, can't wipe themselves, but that partner is there every single day hitting that call light, making sure I bring that meal, watching me wipe and say, you know what, you're not doing it right. Let me step in and do it. That idea of love you got exposed to at 24. You live long enough, you will outlive your money and your house and those cars. And sometimes your children, they get their own lives, they move to different places, and ain't nobody there to take care of you but that woman you treated right or that man you treated right. And I want you to just think about that right now before you make any kind of decisions, because you got a man that showed you very own that he's willing to do that.
Villainous.
About it.
Villainous. Villainous.
So
Go ahead.
Here we have this young lady who's gone viral, right? And I want y'all, let me say the outset, right? To the 5 or 6 women who watch this channel, and the women who may be detractors of this channel and say we talk a lot of junk, we massage this, sex, all them things. We are not saying that because this man was good to her in her time of need, that she should forever be indebted to him. That's not what we're saying.
Or
right?
treatment. Mm-hmm.
Or bad treatment from this man. But to AS I am agreeing with AS metaphor.
And Dr. Bryant.
And Dr. Bryant. So that tell you how much junk this is they're talking. Right? We are at a point where she does not understand what true appreciation looks like or should be in a relationship. She won't go on dates. Man ain't working. She said that. She said he upset Eve is an amazing man. That's the first thing she said. I need, as a person who has, cared for somebody who was sick and stuff like that. I hear the young lady that spoke first talking about people's capacity and he got to recover and all that. Ain't so much that, right? But, good dear, man, show a little appreciation. You should be the body showing appreciation.
But here's the thing, right? Let me jump in here, right? What you would notice, right, is that her left ring finger, right? She had a ring, meaning that man is either married or has proposed to her, right? I didn't get a good look at it. It could be an engagement ring, could be a wedding ring. Either which way, the man, like, he has given some sort of symbol that he wants to be committed to this woman long term. And this is so timely, right? Because me and the wife were having a conversation recently about how men commit to relationships and how hard it is when those relationships fail, right? And how men are very hard to pick up themselves when they know that the relationship is over, when they know that the person don't want to be with them, but they have committed and given their word, in some cases in front of God, family, and heaven and earth. They're in the government system as husband and wife, and it's hard for them to say, I just can't get this divorce just yet, right? Men just commit a certain type of way, right? Whether you, as Derek, you would know, I know of the situation you're talking about where you had to take care of someone, right? That is a different level of love, commitment, and vulnerability, and an inside look at what you are willing to do for the person that is in need, right? And when you can commit to someone and you can take care of someone like that, you are symbolizing that you appreciate this person. I don't know if anybody has ever wiped somebody's ass, right? Could be a baby, could be an adult, no matter, right? But that to me is one of the least glamorous things you can do for someone. That's probably one of the most disgusting things you could do for someone. But when you do it, you don't even balk, you don't flinch. You know, it might smell a little rough, but you're a person in need. So you care about how it smells, or you care about your person being clean, or the person you love being clean. That is appreciation. That man held you down when you had brain surgery. And the thing about brain surgery, right? You can't be thinking that you was gone. You can be thinking like, oh, this is just a minor procedure. I can be all right. Right? I am sure you were thinking the absolute worst. And you were thinking that at some point where you didn't know if he was going to come out the same. You probably were worried that you might not be, your brain might not function the same way. You might lose some functionality or some.
Right.
Shoot, you may have thought that you might not make it. And I'm going to held you down.
I guess here's the thing. Was she going through all them thoughts? You know what? He going through the same thoughts as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because he know got process. So shoot, my girl going through XYZ.
That's right.
Was the worst case scenario going through XYZ?
Yep.
Was the best case scenario? Will we fall somewhere in between there?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
You might going through all of them things too. And while he going through them things, he gotta manage his own emotions so that he don't break down in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be strong for you.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get dressed. I want you to process with me, folks. This young lady got dressed, got in a vehicle, whether it be bus, car, or train, bicycle, whatever.
Mode of transport.
She got on a mode of transportation, traveled to that venue, sat in her seat, waited until the appointed hour, got up, walked to the microphone, waited to be acknowledged, opened her mouth to spew that rot. And at no point did she say, you know what? This here may not be the best idea to go and talk. It's because she said it's she boyfriend. But this man has to finish his relationship. He has to end it. He has to. Because
how long
did she separation for you know?
Yeah. Because the question is not, does he appreciate me? The question is, how long should I wait
before he start complaining about?
Nah.
Boy, ain't saying don't kill your woman. Let me be clear.
Nah.
Be clear. You're not saying that. You're not saying don't kill your woman.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying, you know, again, that because he treated her, he took care of her, that he should lord that over she for the rest of her life. We're not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly ain't that long. And she said the man wasn't working. So it's not that this man want to carry you out. He can't. He does not have the wherewithal with which to do that. If pretty wait, hot or cool, just wait. Just wait. But any matter what you ask, gonna carry you out.
I give the word. Because he has shown the proclivity and the desire to want to take care of you. The man wants to cater to you. The man wants the best for you.
So again, she got dressed, got on the mode of transportation, went all the way to that venue. Did she have this conversation in private?
Nope.
Because this is a private conversation.
That has gone very viral.
This man needs to end this relationship.
On principle. Principalities.
Principalities, Smokey. On principle.
That
but this other guy, he probably should end his relationship as well. So let's go back to Kendra G.
Oh dear.
Where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Michigan.
Michigan, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, 27. You have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many kids?
I have 4 kids.
You have 4 kids. How old are your 4 children?
I have a 10-year-old, and then I have an 8-year-old, and then I have a 4-year-old, and I have I gotta think, she's 6 months now. Yep, okay.
But how many men, eh?
Who are you talking to?
What do you want? No, you said.
You want live shit again?
Are you serious?
Yo, you just told me we can fucking
Think
about it.
You told. Okay, sorry, because he was just saying he wanted to be single, and now that I'm out here looking for someone,
why the fuck did you even on that shit anyway?
Leave me alone. Like seriously, go back over there and cry like you was.
Yo, see what I'm
That's
about?
weird. So what was the question?
How you gonna tell me the fuck I could sit here and think about it, and then you sit here?
No, he always. So you know Kendra, you be watching her show?
It don't even matter. How do
you know Kendra's show? Wait a minute.
How did you
How did you know it was Kendra?
How did
you know it was Kendra?
I can hear her voice. I can hear the voice.
Kendra, don't you think that's a little suspicious that he just know your voice? That means that he be on here watching bitches, right?
Yo, get off that shit.
Yeah. No, I gotta go. Thank you. No, come here.
I guess I explained the 6-month-old. Your thoughts, brother?
What would you rock?
Remember earlier I said that very little surprise me anymore doing this content? I'd like to retract my previous statement. What the Whew. All right. So the woman calling to Kendra G. We got 4 children, 10, 8, 6, 6 months. So I don't even remember the ages. Shoot, she couldn't even remember the ages, right? And welcome, man. Is who you talking there? The woman had a conversation. She had a domestic. She had an argument with her boyfriend. The boyfriend said, "I want to be single," and the woman immediately went on Kendra G to look for a man to date.
When they waiting or stay. It's all single it is.
And then get one flip it. And then one flip it for the man. The man said, "But that's Kendra voice. He was always be out here looking at bitches." No, the man got social media just like me and Derek. I mean, know what Kendra G sound like. I mean, I don't know, right? I don't know. Listen, ladies, we got to do it. And you know what, fellas do? Shoot, let me lump it, everybody. We got to make a clean break before we go walk out in the dating streets, right? We certainly have to wait, and certainly we can't do it after minutes of having an argument and not solidify it if you're single or not, right? Shoot, even if the man has said we done, we deal ain't finished, y'all still are in the same house. You ever pack an overnight bag and say again to somebody else and call Kendra G? No. You took the opportunity to call into Kendra G show minutes after having an argument with your boyfriend. My girl, you and good decisions are mutually divorced. Y'all use call long distance and get wrong numbers, get busy tone when you're trying to figure out a good decision. You got 4 children from I don't know how many. You know what? It don't even matter if it is from different men or from the same man. All is egregious and look bad upon you in this situation. And on top of that, you show that you don't have any control with your impulses. You have no control over your temper. You have no control or understanding of time and place. Right? Before you settle the situation you got going on in your house, you opened that Kendra G just to find another man. And I guarantee that you were doing this, not even to find another man necessarily, but just to juke it in his ribs.
Yep.
With the knife. Because he thought he said he more out of anger. So he do sign out of anger, and you decide I gotta double down. And again, you feel you more ignorant than me? Man, no, man.
Pretty much.
No, man. Kendra G live, man. You making sport with this thing. Right? No, we can't do that. We can't do that. I implore my people out there, before you jump ship and start swimming to shore, before you make land, make sure that you ain't got you. Oh shoot, I forget my passport on the boat. No. We got to make clean breaks. We cannot still have one foot. Shoot, she even got one foot in the boat. She literally got half she body off the boat and trying to swim ashore. No, it can't work. No, Derek. No.
No, Neil. let's say, just for argument's sake, somebody was interested.
Not no.
What she can do? Let her come at she and visit she with she and the man and 4 children in the house. I just a Neil. We gotta make a clean break. It can't be. And let me say this to the people, the subscribe 700 subscribers. Much love to you. As Neil said, make clean breaks. If you get divorced, get divorced. If you're separated, will not be a case where you and the man or you and the woman gonna fighting over the house. So one in front bedroom, the next one front back bedroom. Are you telling you whoever you dating to come and visit you there? Don't do that. You setting up for violence on the spot. Boy, I got time for that, right? If you separate, separate.
Walk away.
Separate.
It's done.
Or know that nobody can't come at you. Because there ain't no way the eyes of man going to another man's house to deal with his wife or to deal with or he woman, whoever, but just to get a car they can't afford, nobody ain't want left the house.
I'm glad you brought that point,
Right?
Because yeah.
You have to sever. You have to. Because that is just mess. That is just mess waiting to happen. Don't do it. Advice for life.
Yeah, that's cheap shit. I agree. And Jenna, babe, for the man that would have picked you and say, I take on this job work, do not go at the man. But furthermore, if you is a man that even if she lived by herself, got 4 children, and would do that to a man, a fellow gentleman.
But there you go.
I don't know how you could even want just hit and quit. Lash and dash, skeet and retreat. I don't know how you would want to do that. But that, she
show you everything you need to know there.
In that short clip, she is a real villain. She is the real villain, right?
But Neil, Kendra G is a great place to meet people. You meet all kinds, right? Let's check this next one.
What's your name, baby?
Yeah. I'm Nikki.
Nikki, where you calling from?
From Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee.
Look at her wall, Kendra. What's on your wall? What do they want me to see on your wall? Look at her wall. What is that? What am I looking at?
It's bad stuff, Kendra. It's bad stuff.
What is it? I mean,
you wildin'.
Listen, y'all. I know y'all don't believe
Happy 5th anniversary,
I
man.
know a lot of stuff. What is it? Is it? I thought it was a. What is it? It's handcuffs.
Get that one in the middle is where you get tied up with your hand and your feet, and then you got whips and mouth bottle little things going around all that.
I'm calling police on you. You want to come call the police? You put hands and whip and mouth shit. That sounds. What you? They said dominatrix. You a dominatrix?
No, I just like trying different stuff. That's all.
Got an extra Bible to send you.
Please send me one. I need one.
Wait, now I'm curious. Go to it. I want to see. Now I'm curious. You guys got me all curious. We about to have show and tell. So what is this stuff? So when you walk in, wait.
This for the back. This anal. It's the anal bead.
What? Wait a minute. You got this on your wall?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, right though.
You ain't got no drawers?
You see my little man?
Who that? What is that? What is that? What the hell is that? Is that wait, hold on. Is that like what do they call it?
A little head man, a little head body.
But what do you do with the man's body? Is it what is it called when you buy those things? A vibrator?
No, that's a sex doll.
So the doll is a sex doll?
Yes.
So you have sex with the doll?
Yes, ma'am. No, I don't do it like that all the time. Like, I just get in my mood sometimes and just want to try stuff. I'm not dating anybody right now, so I mean, that's the safest thing right now, I guess,
They said, someone said it's safer, Kendra.
It is. Kendra, don't judge me.
What?
The woman got a crate. Who got a box of Dickies?
Let's throw boss.
Yo, that is the real action there.
I'm telling you, that is the new target. I think that do ain't pay attention to.
All right. Come on, Derek. We got to impart something here. Let me, ladies, if you go on a dating show, if you're looking for someone,
Anywhere. If they go anywhere.
well, true. Right? And you put that you are so freaky that you have your wall adorned with the various instruments of pain and torture. Right?
Weapons of ass destruction.
Weapons of ass destruction. Right? And you got a literal crate of dildos. What you think you getting from the marketplace? You know they got apps specifically for that. They literally got apps just for hooking up. But you can't be looking for a man like a boyfriend, a husband, a girl. I know you into, because you seem to be into the wild gamut of things, right? You looking for whatever you looking for. You can't be looking for nice, serious, and stable. But any man that contact you just want to see what in that dungeon, because I like a dungeon, a basement of excitement. The man just wants to see what I do. That is wild. The woman got, yo, my girl, if you like it, I love it.
Shoot.
Not as much as you, but
girlfriend.
That's wild.
You pass how you feel, man. Do what you feel like doing. Do it! The dirty streets are insane. Right? Woman literally got all she sex toys by wall. Meet a woman that, you do everything for she. She said she ain't feel appreciated. Shoot, you might got a woman that live in a house with a man trying to date you. Right? Minutes after she and the man break up. So you gotta be real careful out there. Shoot. Some people may even want you, some ladies may want you to pay to date them. Let's get this video. And here it was up.
After I said I would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs, I'm now working with an app developer to make this a reality. There is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs. So as a woman, you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date. So when people ask, how did you meet? You can say, he courted me.
I like that. Because hold on, how am I know you for real if you ain't sending a deposit? You're going to have to make sure I look, I'm going to have to make sure I look good, so you gonna have to send that in. I gotta get my hair done. I gotta get a new outfit. I might have to get a Uber. My money is my money. You want to see me.
So
I don't want to see.
What's the deposit fee?
It depends on.
It depends. It depends on who it is, right?
No, it don't depend on who it is.
Yeah,
it do.
Shout out the Daily Wrap-Up crew.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud anybody could talk to these women for any extended period of time. And Daily Wrap-Up crew do it pretty often. So shout out to them.
Listen, gentlemen, if you pay a deposit to maintain a woman to go on your first date, you are an idiot. Right? They got a saying, a fool and his money is soon parted. That is how you money this part. Because you need to get your hair done, your nails done. You got to get prepped for the date. What about the man? The man don't got to get his hair cut. Man, got to get a nice jacket or a shirt, nice pants, beard oil, nice pair of loafers. Man, got a nice watch. Where does it? Oh, but the men are providers, right? The men are providers. So out the gate, before the man has ever seen anything about you or experienced anything about you, right? You have come to the dating marketplace with your guns a blazing. and you ski mask on. The man must go the nines for you. Man ain't know nothing yet. That's like you paying. You go to a lot to test drive a car, but the man said if you want to test drive a car, you gotta pay you $500. Pay $500, you drive it boat to see if you like it. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. I'm sorry to say it, but you're an idiot. Ladies, stop picking up these things that you see further afield and applying it to your life. I know some of you out there may see this or would have seen it and think that this is a good idea. This is not a good idea. Because at the end of the day, the purpose of a first date is for y'all to see if y'all are compatible. She just looking to see if you got money. I just say. And then who sets the rate? That is an unregulated marketplace now.
Because that's what the guys in the Daily Rapper crew ask me. It's like, so what's the fee? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think more importantly is we're getting for the fee, but they didn't ask that. They said, what's the fee? Mm-hmm. And is the fee standard? Or does it move? Do you wait because you like a fella?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because a man at a certain level ain't paying that.
No, he ain't dealing with that.
Right? And I made a point that is regular man, the everyday man that got a little piece of money that they know what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say a little money, it don't mean man. When they say it don't mean like how we say Belgian parlance.
Mm-hmm.
Got hundreds of thousands of dollars. It mean man working an everyday job 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's quant and get the woman money to get credit slow and all some parts.
To get augment, recondition.
Yeah, them is the man that's paying on.
That's right.
The man that could afford it. That man don't pay because guess what? They know they could afford it. And they know that if I ain't gonna get it from you, we want from somebody else.
And they gotta pay a dime. As a matter of fact, right? Let's go a little further there, because I like what you're saying there, right? Because those women will give it up or give attention to or willing to date or whatever for free. For men that don't even put in a quarter of the effort you're looking for from these men. So essentially, because watch, right? She talking all she talk, right? But let's say a man, 6'5", man muscular, the man is universally seen as a very handsome man. The man sliding she DMs and sell hair tune, all that deposit talk. I got saying here for you, look. My gift to gab on point. All of that deposit talk going on your door, you know.
Going through in there.
Going through your door. So I am she and all that talk. Gentlemen, women give their attention to whom they want. And you do not have to pay a dime. I tell you, we have seen women give attention to men that ride up in wife beater and barefoot and deal with the case. And ain't met men do nothing, not even carry them in at chauffeur. Drive up in no car, nothing. Women will deal with who they want to deal with. So don't let them pay. Because if you got to pay to get reject, you ain't make sense paying at all.
Believe that. And here's the thing. You got women out there that are available. Whether you want them or not is another story, but they're available and they're looking for good men. So let's go to Welcome to the Culture and hear what Tamar Braxton has to say. Another one of the patriots.
So does this show make you want to still get married?
Girl, yes, I am a wife. I am not no streetwalker. And I'm upset I'm still in the street. Like, what's going on?
Why are you still in the streets?
Because
I know your DMs are full. Are you just not wanting
full of
to
the
look?
right fertilization? There's not the right gas. Okay. I take premium. It's getting very much regular unleaded. Thank you.
What type of man is Tamar
A good
attracted to?
man.
What does that mean anymore?
Good. Let's start there. You find that, and then we can go down.
She's like, it's tough out here. Really?
Yeah.
Just a good man.
Start with the good man.
I think people are. We talked about this, and we were saying that sometimes people might feel intimidated because you are a type of woman who knows
oh my God, that drives me crazy.
what you want.
No. Listen, let me tell you something. There are so many successful women nowadays. I think it's irresponsible to entertain this conversation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that is not a deficit in a relationship because your woman is balling and a boss.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? And we got to like change that conversation. Like, No, you're not intimidated to come talk to me because I done bossed up and I got some money. That's what we're supposed to do.
But I don't think it's the money thing. I think it's just because you're very confident and guys know that they can't step to you halfway. It's got to be, baby,
yeah,
you
but
have
I'm
your
a
ducks in a
recovering
row.
alpha female. See what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Recovering is the word.
So what does that mean? You want to be soft?
Yes.
Ooh.
I work at it every day.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no interest in being an alpha female. This what? I don't know. I want to run my man. I don't want to go toe to toe with him, and I don't want that. No, I chose him because I feel like he can lead and guide and protect.
Yes.
Why am I challenging that?
That part.
I'm not doing that.
So fellas, I don't know what you're waiting on. Hello. She's here. She's ready.
But not just any fella.
No, not just obviously. If you're paying attention, it's not just any fellas. You got to
don't say fellas, because not all of y'all.
Men.
Some of y'all stay right there and be blessed in the spirit. Okay?
A man of God, a good man, someone who can lead.
There. Those are the bases.
She's like, so you don't even have to be attractive.
Well.
So Tamar is a wife. She can't figure out why she's out here in these streets, but she is a wife, and she shouldn't be in these streets. So let me provide a little bit more context to you, Neil, why she's out there on the podcast circuit and stuff like that. Let's get this next one. My guy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out O'Shea. You know we can do a show without mentioning O'Shea. Let's watch this one.
In late 2025, I believe in November, Tamar Braxton released a project called Heartbreak Retrograde. It was a personal film, full movie. It was out there, and of course, many people were talking about it. There was some scandal with her and a guy by the name of Mendeces. They were saying that she was having an affair with the guy and all of that. But the one thing that was also interesting was that she was going around, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton here, on a podcast circuit, right? And so the way that she was trying to get hype for this particular video was, talking about some of the scenes in the video. And in the video, she talks about a real life circumstance that happened to her.
Actually, I had a relationship, right? And I cheated on that person. And so this album is about the female version of taking accountability for infidelity.
Who gets you to cheat? Is this
female version
talking hood dude?
It wasn't like that.
No?
It was all me. I was definitely
in the
in
you was like, I want him. You was like, you saw him and you was like, I want him.
No, I kind of spun the block on a situation because I wasn't too sure about the new situation. And so the old situation just wasn't completed yet, if you get what I'm saying, emotionally completed yet. And I think that sometimes when men get territorial and they see you in another situation, they want that old thing back.
Yeah, they want that old thing
And I fell for the okie doke, but I had to figure it. I did, because that person should have never gotten my time again.
Now, Neil, you've heard the young lady. She's a wife. She says she's a wife. She said that in first clip we watched. But here we come to find out now she's actually horn a good man.
Sure, a good man.
And then try to spin the block on it. But anyway, let me hear your thoughts, brother.
She does not know what she wants. That's basically it. Anytime you hear, gentlemen, I'm sorry to say it, right? But when a woman, you got to listen to a woman talk, She says she wants a good, God-fearing man. Obviously, he got to be attractive. But let me start there. He has to be a good, God-fearing man. But she has said that people are hollering and she just ain't interested. You trying to tell me, to all of these men that slide in, all of the men that coming around, all the men that buzzing around, that they're not good, God-fearing men? Okay, let's say not scallywags, unattractive men approaching this woman, right?
But
Let's say
the thing is, she wants a particular type of man, right? Because all that talk about she wants, you just gonna be a good man. We know that's true, right? Actually, she said pretty much that, right? She does not know how to treat a man that is quote unquote beneath her, right? So let me watch the second last video I sent you. They come with the receipts, Neil. They come with receipts. You know it is.
I know you in the streets.
In the streets.
Because in that situation, I did have the bag, right? And he felt insecure and he used to piss me off. I couldn't understand, like, why do you not think that you're enough, right? And I used to sun the fuck out of him. And like you were saying, what's that word you said? Emasculate him.
Woo!
And that's not a good feeling.
You were sunning him, huh?
Sunning.
And then you cheated on him.
Why? Because I cheated on that person.
Mm.
And so this album is about the female version of taking accountability for infidelity.
So, you had the man, and you're wondering why the man don't feel enough. But you're saying that you used to son the man.
It used to piss you off that the man used to be insecure. But the man,
you telling me that he's not enough.
You want to know why he insecure? That he is. You're saying he's insecure. It used to piss you off that he's insecure, that he doesn't feel like he's enough. But then you telling the man that he's not enough.
Enough.
So that's the snake eating its tail, isn't it?
It's a circle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. He feels he's not. You are telling him he's not enough, so he feels that he's not enough, and it just goes round and round. But Neil, it gets worse. Let's hear the next one.
Really happened in my life. So I'm texting and snatched my phone, and he reads my text messages, and I'm texting the guy. Once again, you shifted my uterus, and he really read it.
You read it?
It is, but I broke him, and I knew that.
He ain't deserve you anyway.
I feel sorry for him.
I do, because let me tell you, like in the film,
he ain't deserve you. That motherfucker wasn't strong enough. He wasn't what you was describing a while ago. That motherfucker weak.
Fat Joe, you's a man like
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe. Well, okay, cause you's a man like Fat Joe.
Fat Joe truly. Yeah, that's a wife. She says she's a wife. That's all she knows how to be. She's looking for a man. Anybody? Any takers? Drop it in the comment section. Let us know if you're interested in
this effery. As she said, she's a recovering alpha widow. She's a recovering alpha female, right? Alpha woman, right? Tamar, no man wants to put up. Forget that you make more money than a man, right? No man doesn't want his woman to disrespect him. And it sounds like you were disrespecting him. That's what it sounds like to me. Your money ain't got nothing to do with it. And I see the little comment y'all were talking about earlier. I forget y'all talk about how that the man has to be confident, he can't be insecure, and then all No. You are an alpha woman. And you think because your confidence intimidates a man? No. A man does not want to put up with disrespect. You yourself say you son the man. You sonning the man. Shoot, let's say it's the other way around. Let's say the man had enough money. Man wash away money and use the smaller mobby, right? And you still disrespecting this man. Oh, you so ugly. I don't know why I date you. My mother tell me I shouldn't date you. You don't hit the spot well. And the man reading a text message saying that another man shift the uterus and rearrange the guts, scramble the guts. Huh? You think that what? You think that the man can be like, oh, but he making more money than you, though? No. A man stands on respect. A man would rather be respected than loved. That's a fact. As a matter of fact, the cornerstone of a love for a man is respect. So you have no respect for a man. If the man, for whatever reason, comes up short, the man could be genuinely coming up short, or he could just on a one time not do something that you want. And you can call you up on it. You can make the man feel like you can tell him, and a man can only put up with so much. As there to say, thus far and no further. Right? So I'm sorry to tell you, Tamar, but you need a mind shift. You're not a recovering alpha. You still got it in you. And the reason why you single ain't because you want the man to be you can't find a good God-fearing man. I am sure your DMs are replete with good God-fearing men. It's just that you don't want those men. You want the man to look and behave and have what you want him to look. You want him to look exactly what you want. And this is a teachable moment, because we always say, women, when you looking for a man that got the 6'6", which is the 6 hours, 6 inches plus 6 figures, 6 inches tall, all the sixes, right? When you want all the sixes, right? You want the man to look like Brad Pitt. You want the man to what you like Wesley Pipes. Sorry, Jason Love. You want the man to treat you and accept you flaws and all. You want the man to be a millionaire by day and a Romeo by night. You want it all. You want the man to cook and clean too, right? When you build that man is when you will see him. When you take 100 pounds of clay and you mold that man is when you will get that man. Because that man don't walk about. You have to settle. Yes, you will have to settle. At some point, you will have to settle for a man. Or you get end up like Norma, 62, disabled with 4 children, now looking to find somebody. But Norma still calling big penniless. But she's still single. Tamar, you still upright. You still able to move around. You still can attract the man that you want. But you're going to got to give a little something. Shoot, we as men got to do it too. We as men got to do it too. You can't get everything. If you could get everything, you will get bored with life. I'm sorry to tell you. At some point, you got to know what the core values. You on to something with the good God-fearing man. You got to explore that a bit more because that's still a little too vague for me. Good God-fearing man is several different things, right? But I am sure you need to explore what you want. Figure out, have an honest conversation with yourself. Take accountability for who you are, your mindset that you have right now. You talk about taking accountability in that film. Be accountable now. Look yourself in the mirror. Have an honest thought with where you are, what you need to change, and what you are willing to accept in your man. And what you are willing to do as a helpmeet for that man. But you come in talking about, well, you need a God-fearing man, and this man can't do this, and this can't do that. And it irritates you when a man feels insecure because you was the larger mobby financially, but you used to Sunday man, and you all over the place like Punka Donkey. Right? So you need to get it together. Or you gonna end up like Norma, 62.
But she has admitted already that her DMs are dry. So we know how that stop. It don't get better as you get older, you know. And nobody care about your money. Because guess what? You got the money and you're taking it and using it to sun the man as you said, to emasculate the man. So your money actually becomes the problem.
That's right.
Right? So your money is doing you more disservice than anything else. Nobody care about your money. You are unpleasant as a person. You are unpleasant as a person. And that is why nobody is coming around you.
Facts.
That is the long and short of it. And a lot of women, only earlier tonight, your wife likes to watch reruns of A Different World. Somebody was talking about, men shouldn't be in one of the episodes, men shouldn't be intimidated by women who make money and stuff. Men are not intimidated by women who make money. Women who make money have a tendency to want to lord that money over the people that they're, and this is men and women, because women say that female bosses are dreadful to work under, right? Studies have shown it. Don't come for me, come for the studies, right? So women who, because they have had to embody such masculine traits to get to where they are, to earn on a particular level, no, they're terrible to work under. They're terrible to work with. They're terrible to be in relationships with. Why? Because they want, Neil, you say all the time, they want to become toxic men.
That's right.
They want to be the worst. They want to sleep with whoever they feel like, rule people, lord over people and stuff like that. So it's not that your money is what got people intimidated by you or your status. You are just unpleasant to be around. And such people do not want to be around you. Ain't that hard to process?
Simple and plain.
It's real simple, real plain. Yeah. Right? But we've come to the end. I think there's 1 hour.
Oh, no, that's almost 2.
Right?
Yeah.
But we've come to the end. And I figure we relieve the people with a little bit of comedy as we get out of here.
No, we looking for comedy. I feel as though
it's been a lot of comedy.
It's a good comedy.
Thank you to everybody who's been rocking with us, the Senate podcast. All 730 something plus of you. Thank you. We love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for always. Some of you have the notifications on and stuff like that. Do ensure that you got the notifications turned on so that everything we drop something you could get it. Thank you for rocking with us for 5 years. We truly, truly appreciate it. Hopefully, you can keep rocking for another 5 more. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say there though before we get to this last video, I want to thank you. Right, I want to thank you for being on this journey. As I said, I often say, in doing this, you have made me a better man just by the dedication, the commitment, and how much fun we have. I mean, this is an extension of who we are as friends, but I think that I've learned a lot over the last 5 years. I have come to understand life a little better. Just hard work, dedication, understanding that slow grind don't mean that doesn't moving. And this so far has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, man. And I must credit you because I remember when the first episode we did, the very, very first episode, you said, you're big for this podcast thing. You don't know how this can work out. You're really comfortable with a mic. Like you could sing it good, right? But this looking in the camera and talking when you don't necessarily have an audience that's right in front of you. You don't know how to engage. But to see your growth and evolution in this space as well, I feel as though, you're very charismatic. You got a lot to say, very intelligent. All these things I know, but no, I was glad to see you embodying these things. So I just want to thank you.
Appreciate it.
To another 5 years, my brother. And more.
Sure.
Yes, sir. All right, let me get this last video.
So this is one of the reasons why the divorce rate is so astronomically high right now in America. As you can see, you got this little young lady out here shoveling all this heavy snow. She has no help. Where's her husband? Like, where's an able-bodied strong man that's able to shovel?
Get a husband, lady.
This lady with all this stuff. She probably cooks dinner, folds laundry.
You all see the thing out here. People are surprised.
Come on, shovel the snow, man.
But yeah, but that's it for tonight, folks. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to ensure you don't miss any of the content we got coming for you. Thank you again for the past 5 years. We push on to another 5. We can see you all guys again soon. Peace.
It's a contaminated environment. And the tutu's about that.